Before we go any further, we need to talk about something that quietly sits underneath almost everything we do in recovery: coping. If you pay attention as you move through these epic recovery videos, you'll notice something interesting. No matter what topic we talk about, boundaries, emotions, routines, relationships, stress, or self-awareness, all roads eventually lead back to coping. That's because coping is simply the way we handle stress or emotional distress when it shows up in our lives. It is how we respond when something feels uncomfortable, overwhelming, frustrating, or painful. Coping does not mean pretending something isn't happening, nor does it mean pushing emotions down or ignoring them. Healthy coping means recognizing that something is happening inside of you and choosing a way to respond that helps you move through it and learn from it rather than escape it. For many people who struggle with addiction, substances have become the main coping strategy. They worked in the moment to avoid emotional charge, but over time, they also prevented us from actually processing what was going on inside and what the emotions were trying to tell us. Recovery changes that. When substances are removed, the emotions and stress that were being avoided often resurface and are often even stronger. That's why learning new ways to cope becomes one of the most important parts of recovery. Now, the good news is this: human beings are built to cope. We are wired for it. The challenge is not whether we can cope. The challenge is learning healthier and more adaptive ways to do it. So here are a few important facts about coping that are helpful to keep in mind. First, coping is not just about solving problems. Sometimes coping means managing your reaction to a situation that you cannot immediately change. Second, emotions themselves are not the problem. Every emotion actually has a purpose. Anger can alert us when something feels unfair. Fear can alert us to danger. The goal is not to eliminate emotions. The goal is to learn how to respond to them. Third, not all coping strategies are equal. Some are maladaptive. They may bring short-term relief, but subsequently create long-term harm. Substance use is a classic example of that. Other strategies are adaptive. They help you process emotions and move towards stability over time. Fourth, coping skills actually strengthen your nervous system. Psychologists often talk about the window of tolerance, the range in which you feel calm enough to handle stress effectively. When coping improves, that window gets bigger, and life becomes easier to manage. And finally, your belief in your ability to cope matters more than you might think. If your brain perceives something as overwhelming, it will try to avoid it. But as you prove to yourself that you can handle difficult emotions, your confidence grows and situations become less intimidating over time. Now, this video is intentionally short. We're not going to dive deeply into coping strategies here, as there are several other short lessons in this program that teach specific coping techniques you can use right away. This video is simply meant to help you understand the foundation. Coping is not one single skill. It is a lifelong process of learning how to respond to life in healthier ways. And the more you practice it, the easier life becomes to navigate.